Ooh, package from China time. Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in today's video we have something pretty damn wicked, I can say. Because we're having here the RetroPlay PS Super Arcade Emulator. I did quite some different reviews if it comes to, let's say, clone systems, but this thing brings it to the next level. And not in a good way. So we're having here the support game of 50 platforms, people. Yes, they say they had 50 platform support, so I don't know how they are counting, but I cannot think of 50 different systems on this device. So at the beginning, making these reviews, they were ripping off NES, Super NES, and even a Sega Mini. But now we're having the PlayStation Mini clone. As you can see in the packaging itself, it has quite some information. It comes with 1 gig of DDR-ROM, it has 32 gigabytes of storage, it runs on 1.6 GHz CPU, and we're having HDMI out. So let's take a close look inside, because I am so curious what are we going to get. Don't mind, I just put everything... Sorry guys, I messed it up, the unboxing, because of course I already needed to test it out. But the foams are for the PlayStation or this mini clone. So let's take a close look at the system, and I must say, I must hand them to them, it's a very good clone. We're having here the decals of the RetroPlay PS, we're having reset, we have power, that is not aligned, okay. And here we have the reset, 2 USB and LED for power. And here we have a little information sticker that says 5V 2 amp. HDMI out, the TF card is over here. And let me guess, the 32, yep, 32 gigabyte. And here we have the input for the 5V DC. Of course we have an HDMI cable. Alright, the controllers is a different story. I must say it's a totally different quality controller. It feels quite nice, to be honest. If you look at the D-pad feels very nice. Wait for it. And they smell freaking chemical. Alright, so these USB controls, I don't know if you can use them on your PC, for example. Let's see, we have the micro USB extra controller. Wow! And this is the user manual. 1 sheet of paper, or no! Ta-da! This is the lowest quality paper I have ever seen. Nevertheless, it's recycled toilet paper manual for sure. Basic explanation how it works. Nothing very important. Alright, so everything is connected now. Let's power it up. What the hell is this? And this is the moment I realized I bought a shitty product. Alright, so we have in different versions. This thing is basically running on a RetroPie, Game Boy, Game Advance, just all the familiar stuff that you're going to get with a RetroPie, of course. There are even some PSP games on it, so that's interesting. I'm not going to count the emulators. There are quite some few emulators on this device. Alright, so let's try an handheld like the Atari Lynx, just see how it goes. Let's try main game. Seems to be this is running pretty fine. Alright, so let's try a little bit of a Game Gear, let's see how this runs. But I'm guessing because it's a RetroPie based stuff, this will just run fine. And yeah, sometimes this happens. I was just scrolling through the list to see what's on it, and yeah, it basically just froze. we're back. Beefcake mode!
Power up.
Beefcake. 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 Yeah, that works. Nice. No, not really. N64 will always be a problem. This is really bad. This is how you're going to get it. So all the low-end stuff works just fine. This is, by the way, Neo Geo Pocket, for example.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, so while scrolling, this just happened randomly with these, just searching through the game, let's put it this way. And it reboots itself. Great. China quality. Okay, so let's take a close look inside, because I think a lot of you will know that this is going to be an orange pie, but still, there are no screws under the feet, so I just wanted to check for sure. Alright, so what we're going to do is remove these 4 little Parkers, and the first thing that I did notice is that this thing is getting really hot. Even with the fucking vacuum cleaner fan on it, it's going to get very hot. So I'm guessing this is going to be an orange pie, because if you look at the operating system, that is the biggest giveaway. And by the way, that's the new trend. They're going to grab a case, get this very cheap orange pie version, because so far I know they are not even produced anymore. Why is it not? Are you seriously sitting with me? Is there an, oh man, they put a screw on here. Why? Because due of copyright, they're so afraid. Alright. So we're having 2 Pcbs in here. This one is of course for connecting the controllers, and with a little ribbon cable it goes to the main board. That is also for, or main board, yeah, there's a main board including the HDMI connection and the TF card. Let's see, can I already see something? There is a wire going in here. Alright, that goes to the fan, by the way, the vacuum fan. I think I need to remove the SD card, pull it back because of the connections, and here we have the vacuum cleaner fan. Oh my god, seriously, are you kidding with me? So look at this, they put a little thermal paste pad on this. There is no cooling element. That is really bad. Oh my god, because there is no space for a cooling element. They removed it. So the chip, we can't even see what it is. Oh my god, that is cheapo. Alright, let's remove the second one. Alright, let's see what we're getting here. No, this is just a PCB for the buttons and all the other stuff. Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be an orange pie or some kind of. So there is not a lot of to see. They removed this. This is the most important chip. Here we have a chip. I'm guessing this is more like a memory chip, or the memory chip for the DR. And what already the packaging says, it was 1 GB. So this is the 1 GB chip. So this is what you're going to get inside. So they didn't be lazy and grabbed a little casing from the shelves, put in, let's say, an orange pie or a zero pie in it, and be done with it. I must be honest, they did go the extra mile and made the effort to make something custom. So what they needed to do to grab, for example, these very cheap cooling elements, or put it on here, like this, And then, let's take this stupid thing in. So a part of me is basically pretty damn pissed off, and the other part of me is just basically laughing about it, because I already knew before I even was buying this it was going to be a piece of shit. And there are some positive things. First of all, they surprised me with the casing, that they put a more like a custom PCB board inside of this. I was just expecting an orange pie slapped in or glued in this casing itself. So the casing itself, yeah, what can I say? They ripped off the PlayStation 1, how original. So the controller, the D-pad is not very horrible. So if it comes to the controllers for a fake USB controller, it looks nice, smells chemical, and it plays pretty decent. So that's a positive thing. But at the end, it's just basically a RetroPlay system. And it's pretty awful. It crashed twice. Even with just testing around and messing around. Booting takes freaking forever. So man, if you are thinking of buying something like this, I don't know why you even want to buy this, but at the end, don't buy this piece of shit. Seriously. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell, and become one of the Wicked family. And don't buy this piece of shit. You know what I say, if it's naughty, it's going to get whipped.